Ladies and gentlemen, our guest today is an English encyclopedia. He's well known for his colorful and show-off ways of using the Queen's language. A former East African legislator, a good orator, a businessman, lawyer, a father, and a husband. Mr. Mukasa Mbidde, you're welcome.
I am completely honor-bounded, obliterate, obligated, splendorous, stellar, and supercalifragilistic-expeditious to be here.
People have labeled you as a show-off who wants to prove that you know English. You use bombastic English to communicate something that would have been communicated simply.
Yeah, people say I speak hard English and castigate me for not being a good communicator. But let me tell you, there is heaven very close to earth when one, you realize what you are, speak frankly, and maintain the truthfulness and uniqueness of you. In law, we call that veracity, verity or dinkum oil, but it is lacking in many of the people.
The country has been rendered despondent, my fellow combatant, kasanguinity. I cannot quote in your pulu as some of the phrases that have made you popular. Why do you use such English?
You know, I did a Bachelor's of Mass Communication at Makerere University, and a friend of mine told me that in order to survive in Makerere, you had to be deadly. So you must be able to communicate in some manner of English or in some manner of different languages. And I can tell you, I was elected the guild president of Makerere University for speaking for more than 20 minutes without anyone understanding what I could say. So they would take me to, say, Kabanyolo. They tell me these are agriculturalists. So I address them like, Dictarius biosphere flora is verdant. They tell me these are, I go to Makerere School of Public Health and they tell me these are medical students. I address them like, Makerere is now fossilized. It has gout and varicose vein in all wings.
Do your friends also criticize you about your English?
That's completely tainted with myopia, and it is some form of gladiatorial circus, which is nyamf and detestable for anyone to think. I mean, a whole member of a legislative assembly to speak common English like anyone else. But I tell you, I'll not koto in your poho.
That's all because of the inconsistencies, the hula baloo, higi-haga, crinkum crankam in your English. Where do you get such words?
Well, most of the words that I speak and those that have been accused of...
Do they exist?
Yes, they do exist. And you know, the epitome of the English language can be located in several other languages, like German, French. For instance, when I say Boni d'Ivoire, Connijois, it is a mixture of French and English. So when I speak, the French can listen and the German can also listen.
You recently wedded a very beautiful wife. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I couldn't wait to spend the rest of my life with her. You know, she's a critical material of a prognostic of a good wife. I want her for life.
How would you describe your wedding in a few words?
As a connoisseur, the wedding was hunky-dory and rather piquant. It was so Boni d'Ivoire and fantasmaglorious.
Any advice to the young legislators and the opposition?
Yeah, it is reminiscent to see the young legislators joining the parliament. And it reminds me of those days when I was still a young legislator. But I tell you, please always avoid all acts of rascality in the house because they can result into a haram-shkaram act of political gambadoism. But still, they shouldn't be chickenary, but rather enter and make use of the provisions of the Nula Poeda.
He's the kind with the proficiency of speaking plain English that can choke you if you try it. So please don't try it at home.